to the Queen of Nubia channel again. Thank you for coming back. If you've come back, today's video is another video in the quarter life crisis series. And what are we discussing today?
About the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people.
Preach.
Yeah.
Preach.
So we thought before we go into this video, it's going to be a nice quick one, by the way. We're just going to talk about what we think the right people are and use just real life examples of, you know, people that we feel like have been right, have added to the journey and their development. So yeah, which fits the right person. What's the right kind of person?
When we say surround yourself with the right people, we were just talking about it and we're saying that we feel like there's certain characteristics that every one of your relationships should hold or should do for you.
Yeah.
Whether that be a friend, a romantic partner, parent, family member, mentor,
partner.
whatever, literally, whatever it is. So I say one characteristic that I think that they should all have is having your best interests at heart. I feel like you should never have anyone around you that's like scared of seeing you do better than them, whatever that even means. Because like we're always saying, everyone's going to move at a different pace, everyone's going to achieve things at different times. So I don't see why you should ever look at your friend like, oh, they got this before me, because it doesn't mean you're not going to have it. And why should it even be a competition anyway? And why are you not happy for them?
Yeah, so I basically 100% agree with Peace. Like, it's so important having someone that, you know, wants the best for you, that's going to support you, that's, you know, going to want the best for you and also give you like opportunities to help you build, be able to criticize you and just, you know, just support you with everything you do. So yeah, I think that's so key, having the best interest at heart. I think one other important thing is having a friend that's gonna tell you when you're wrong. And I guess that's linked to having your best interest at heart, because I feel like we live in a day and age, you know, where people will actually watch you be stupid, watch you embarrass yourself. Like, I've seen so many videos on Twitter of people doing like the maddest things, and then their friends are there like, yeah, like getting their snaps out like, hey, like, live your best life, sis. Nah. Just live your best life and then just embarrass yourself. Like, you need friends that are going to keep you in check, be like, will, you know, congratulate you when things are going right, but also G-check you, you know, when you're moving mad, when you're doing wrong. And I feel like as an individual, we need to grow and get to that space where we're able to accept criticism from our friends without being offended, just realizing that, you know, there are flaws to our personality and other people are definitely going to pick it because they're your friends.
But yeah, obviously there's like a thin line between people telling you you're moving mad and people just being shady or just actually looking down on you. It's kind of a mixture of knowing someone's personality traits and knowing your own.
Yeah.
So if like you know someone is particularly like upfront with what they say, and then it comes to something like if you've seen them kind of G-check people like that before, then you know it's not just you and it's probably not a shady thing.
Yeah. But
if it's a thing where it's like they don't normally talk to you in a certain way and all of a sudden they're just like, what are you doing? That's when I think you might have to like reevaluate why.
Yeah.
But if you yourself know that, like, don't be blind to what they're saying. If they say something, listen and reflect and think, okay, is this actually true? And is this a way I usually act? If it's something that you've always been doing, because sometimes, you know, you hear things like I said, I don't really have like bad friendship experiences in general, but if it's a thing where like you've got something, you've had an opportunity or something, and just like what you like, I don't think that's that good, like that kind of G-check, like
always bringing you down.
Yeah, if that's not a G-check, like that's
a hater.
That's absolutely, that's bitter and spitefulness. Like, just kind of like evaluate the situation, evaluate yourself, evaluate the person to kind of draw that line. But I think it's very subjective between people as to what's shade and what's actually having your best interest.
Yeah.
And constructive criticism.
Yeah.
It's very subjective. Another characteristic of what I think is needed in good people, defo motivating you to be a better you. Yeah. Motivation, encouragement, I put them together. So I just think having encouraging people around you, like at the end of the day, I don't even know. I'm not even going to say what I'm about to say because it sounded so moist in my head. I'm not even going to say it out loud. But you just want people that are going to continuously develop you.
Can I hear it?
No.
Why?
But at the end of the day, like, it's a continuous learning process that we're trying to achieve here. So you're going to need people that just help you and like in everything you're doing, everything you come into them, discussing with them, advise you, or hear you out, whatever you need to just develop. You need people around you like that. So like I'm saying, whether it's your friend, I feel like your friends should be encouraging, your partners, if you have a mentor, your parents, you need people that are going to encourage you. I feel like, what's the point of a relationship if you're not like uplifting each other or like trying to push each other? Again, it links, like they all link. It's like, it's going to link with criticism. How, like, another way of motivating someone to be a better you, if they're like checking you, like, you could do this better, or I know that you have the potential to do this, that's like constructive criticism. Do you know what I mean? But they're trying to encourage you to be a better person and to like fulfill your potential. So I think that's definitely a very vital characteristic.
Motivation is so key and so mad. Like, literally, we need relationships as people. Like, I know it's hard for me to say because sometimes I act like I'm bare antisocial and I don't need anyone and blah blah, but honestly I feel like we're relational beings. Like, a family is a relationship unit. In school you're encouraged to make friends. Like, you actually need all those units and all those like safe houses. So like, honestly, having people that just make the journey that much better by motivating you when you're down, having people to be able to talk to and the rest is just so important and it's so key.
Yeah, you can't do life alone, man.
You actually can't do life alone. It's not that thing. But yeah, like, there's like the list is so endless. These are literally things that we feel are so important. And with that being said, we just wanted to like flip it a bit and just be like, yeah, it's fun to say that he's not doing this for me and you're not doing that for me and you're not calling me and blah blah, but are you the right person for them?
That's the thing. Like we're saying, it has to be like a two-way thing. So even when we're saying, oh, check like the people around you, do you have good people around you, but then check yourself, are you being a good person for the people that are around you as well?
Yeah, because
it's supposed to be a two-way thing. One-sided relationships, that's even a characteristic that you should be very, very aware of. Like, if you feel a relationship that you're giving all those like traits and they're not giving it back, then
what is the point?
That's not how it should be. Like, you should be doing it to each other, encouraging each other, criticizing each other, motivating each other, like having each other's best interests at heart. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like with finding the right friends, it's also about being the right person. Like, accepting, being open, being vulnerable to an extent, opening yourself up. And I feel like naturally by doing so, accepting opportunities, being more at peace and being more at peace with yourself, or like being happy, or like just surrounding yourself with positivity, naturally those friends will be attracted to you. Like, if you ooze confidence, you're going to attract confidence, you know what I mean? If you ooze happiness and friendliness and you're just open, you're going to attract people like that naturally.
It's very important at this stage of life. Like, you're already lost, you're already confused, so you're going to need the people around you to help you as much as possible, and you need to do the same for them, basically. Like, this is such a vital state. I feel like chewing gum friendships, that could run when you was younger, but I feel like that's why now when people have like friendship problems, it's actually so, it can really affect you when you lose a friend at this stage. Like, because it tends to be like closer friendships, because your relationships just mean more to you as you get older, and yeah, you're already lost, you're already confused, you're already thinking, what should I do with this, what should I do with that? You do not need people that are snakes or are just like undercover haters around you, or just don't help you. Like, we have no time on top of it. Like, we're already running out of time, so why are you investing in chewing gum relationships if you're already short for time? Like, be productive, be more productive with your time than wasting it with
chewing gum friendship.
Don't need that.
But iconic word. But honestly, like, this isn't a reason for you to like go and run off and cut people off. I feel like you guys are going to be like all different ages, all different stages of life. I feel like earlier on in life, as P said, you know, things are not that deep. You just go with the flow of every day. And I feel like as you get older, you know, events play out that make you realise who's there for you and who's not there for you. And then I just feel like it's okay to like not be friends with someone. Like, it's okay for you know, for the expiry date of your friendship to reach, and you know, you just grow apart. But I feel like naturally whoever's meant to be there for you will gradually gravitate towards you. Words of Megan. Will gravitate towards you.
Gravitate.
And like honestly, everything will fall into place. But I'm just saying that be cautious and be wary about who you keep around you, because it's just all about protecting your energy and preserving your mental health, making sure your mental health is okay, and having people there that are gonna like support you, uplift you, and lift you up. I said lift bear, but
them ones.
help you elevate, basically. Alliteration. Thank you guys so much for, you know, watching the video and for tuning into the series. We feel like everything we said was a bit self-explanatory. At the end, we'll probably leave the key points again somewhere after this video.
Will we?
Will we? But yeah, thank you so much. Catch us again next week, Sunday. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and follow us on our socials.